Hello everybody, this is your boy Mintleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Reverse 1999 X Assassin's Creed Collab, and today we're going to finish off the event. This is going to be a bit of a marathon. I do think it will be until number 16, maybe not, I don't know. So let's just jump straight into number 11, Primavera. Oh god, so difficult to say, I don't know why. Anyway, LPDF 11, the brilliance and hope of the Renaissance.
Oh, thank heavens! No more befuddling riddles and clouds of sleeping gas. I've never loved this world as much as I do now. You were quite clever to cooperate with Alberto to stall for time. But how did you know that Ezio was coming to save us?
I didn't know. But I knew that irritating Alberto would risk the safety of Sotheby and Leonardo. Moreover, I think I may have actually figured out what the relics truly are.
That sound is familiar, isn't it? I'll take a look.
Sicuro. He means he's safe. Looks like my friends from the Thieves Guild have already rescued Leonardo and Signorina Sotheby.
You seem to have a lot of friends. I always thought that assassins worked alone.
Quite the opposite. True assassins are more than just killers. We are the manifestation of a belief. A belief in freedom, and the ability to fight for it. We do not hold to any authority but our own. We are free to follow our own path. And many share that belief. That's why we are never alone.
Just like the artist that painted these. I imagine they must see each other as fellow believers in art.
So, the outline of their story should be clear now. About 20 years ago, a group of painters led by Uccello started working on the fresco here. Even today, you can still sense the enthusiasm in their work.
The essence of linear perspective lies not only in reproducing reality, but in the narrative quality of space itself. You have only scratched the surface. If you truly want to grasp the essence of the concept, I suggest you review Plato's theory of forms. Rather than simply copying nature, as artists, we should strive to reveal their true ideals through our work.
I'm so jealous of them. They are so talented and knowledgeable. Unlike me, I feel dizzy just seeing those guidelines.
Bah! Let me show you some tricks. Better than mere linear perspective.
Here, Uccello lifted a stained glass to showcase his wondrous optical phenomenon.
Not again, Uccello! You can't keep altering our work with that strange pigment of yours! Oh, what a mess. And it goes against our patron's instructions. What if they find out about it?
Look closely.
The modified colors and lines do give the work a little more life. Fine, I admit it. You know what you're doing. He's right. I say we keep it. It's not like our patrons are ever smart enough to figure these things out anyway.
It never occurred to me painting could be so liberating. Thank you for enlightening me.
Huh? Of course. To paint is to find freedom. That is what it always has been.
It was a time of joy and of meaningful creation. But it didn't last long.
I'm sorry. We must suspend funding for now. There is simply no money to pay you.
All at once, the painters and artisans were kicked out of the cathedral. Stripped of their right to finish their final painting, leaving no room for negotiation.
No payments and no written records were left behind.
But life had to go on. These painters and artisans scattered each one, doing what they could to earn their bread. But always returning to the unfinished fresco that tugged at their heartstrings.
That night, I returned to the dome, but I never expected to find Uccello there as well. Then others came, one by one. Turns out, I wasn't the only one reluctant to leave our work behind.
Again, Uccello lifted the stained glass and... Their story has come to a pause here. Now let's finish it.
Okay, back to this little mini game. Tag the vanishing points of the same color to see if they are useful, information. Okay, that they are missing an is there. Tell me what you need. I can see the lines plain as day. Ezio, could you mark the orthogonals for us? Keep extending back until they converge once more at the vanishing point where everything disappears. So now we have 4 vanishing points. The next step is to connect the vanishing points in pairs to form 2 lines. The point where the 2 lines intersect on the blank wall is under the waning glow. That's the very answer we've been looking for. Of the same color. These two? No. Oh wait, this one. That's the same color. The sole point of convergence. What's our next move? Miss Vertin did say something about placing this apple at the vanishing point, didn't she? That is correct.
Let's leave something behind for our own sake. Birds with greyish feathers, bells that ring at dusk, or the Arno River running free. Let's do it with all that we have left. Our brushes and pigments.
So that is what all of this is.
Fascinating. Okay, let's take a look at these two. What does it say? The Stalker. The protagonist's adventure is over, marking the beginning of the merchant's search. Oh, interesting. It's the book merchant from the beginning of the story. Corner of the secret chamber, a dusty letter found inside the chamber. Part of the writing is blurred. Interesting. I have no idea what that is about. Okay, moving on to this next part right here, LPDF12, A Moment of Peace. I could never think of leaving, let that song drift away to Tuscany.
What happened after that? The treasure hunters must have opened the secret chamber and found the Compliner's relics, right?
Well, there was no treasure inside. Just a few letters and a painter's address.
That's it? What about all those symbols? Don't tell me you made it all up.
Easy, allow me to continue. Long after the poor painters and artisans scattered to the wind, each of them received a special pigment from Uccello. They used it on other projects they worked on, leaving their signatures, these symbols behind to mark their work. And so concludes our Firenze fresco mystery. To celebrate this touching story, I've hired a team of talented artists to reproduce their paintings in a new look. And I gave it a wonderful title. La Primavera di Firenze.
Che delusione.
È un titolo terribile.
I've got something even better here. A map straight from the Spanish court with a direct route to India. Think of the opportunities that await you.
I have a serious question. What is there in India that is worth all this fuss? If Marco Polo is to be believed, not even there can one escape the troublesome rumors of merchants and courtiers.
Unfortunately, humanity's thirst for gossip knows neither geographical nor temporal boundaries. But this apple still finds it so strange that all the rumors about these compliners turned out to be false, from top to bottom. Seems like, no matter the era, lies always travel faster than the truth.
Well, I wouldn't say that. In fact, the rumors didn't really hold much weight until you arrived.
Huh?
The Compliner's relics weren't the most important thing we were searching for. In fact, we were looking for an apple. One very much like you. So when you turned up, looking like the very apple we had lost, it was only natural for us, and the Templars, to keep an eye on you. Of course, it turns out you weren't the apple we were looking for.
And you're only telling me this now? I thought we were friends.
It's only because I consider you friends that I had to keep this from you. That apple brings bloodshed and war wherever it appears.
Well, then it does sound like quite the troublesome thing.
You caused quite a stir in Firenze yourself. No need to be modest.
Esatto. You are an amazing apple in your own right. My only regret is that I never got the chance to dissect you and study your inner workings.
I hope you don't mind, but I think you may have to keep that regret forever. Ah! Miss Sotheby, why did you sneak up on me like that?
I did not. I just wanted to tell you that Vertin and I met an old gentleman down there who was kind enough to give us directions. Well, he said if we keep heading northwest along the Arno River, and then, anyway, we'd end up in Prato Vecchio eventually.
I do believe you may have skipped some, if not all, of the necessary information.
Ezio knows the way. All we need to do now is deliver the letter to Signore Uccello. I suppose we must say goodbye to our dear Firenze for now.
Oh, that red is so vibrant, like an endless field of poppies.
What did I say? This place has the best view.
It is positively gorgeous. I see why you insisted we all come up here together.
A place of beauty like this is a fitting place for farewells. By the way, I had a discussion with some of my fellow painters. We discovered that Prato Vecchio is rich in a special mineral. One need only grind and heat it properly. Then presto! You have yourself some invisible pigment.
So that's the source of the pigment used in the fresco.
Uccello was born in Prato Vecchio. It's safe to assume he brought some from his hometown to Florence.
Just a hint of this powder, and you are able to create a vast array of remarkable colors. Among them, the most famous is a color some call Firenze Red.
Firenze Red. It's a good name.
Finally! That darling little house up ahead must be Mr. Uccello's home. I just realized something. When he learns from us that his friend Bianca has been dead for years, he might be very sad.
Signore Uccello, if he's even still alive, will be an old man by now. A man of his age grows familiar with death and farewells. Let's go.
Oh, who are you? Where did you pop up from?
Apologies for the intrusion, Signora. My name is Ezio Auditore from Firenze. We're here looking for Paolo Uccello. We have a letter here addressed to him from one of his friends.
Friends? I'm not sure my father would agree he had any friends.
Is that so? Well, the letter is signed Bianca.
Bianca? You should have said so earlier. Please, put the letter down. It's meant for me.
The letter mentions a particular piece of stained glass and details of the fresco in the Florence Cathedral. We assumed it must have been meant for Mr. Uccello.
It appears I've deceived you as well. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Antonia Uccello. And perhaps the Uccello you friendly strangers are looking for. I see. So Bianca has passed away too. That fresco was the last work we did together. Father passed away soon after, leaving behind my sick mother and a pile of debts. I used to follow Father wherever he went, whatever job he took. Sculpture, masonry, painting, frescoes, everything. I learned all I could from him, and after he died, hoped to accept commissions independently. But as a woman, it was almost impossible. But once I left Firenze and began using Father's name to make a living, some of his old patrons were kind enough to keep sending work my way, provided I concealed my true identity.
Oh, so you're the imposter!
I admit I tried to imitate Father's style in my earlier works, but I'm much more than just an imposter now.
No. A painter's mind should be a mirror, capturing and reflecting the truth and beauty of nature. To simply copy the works of another? No, Signora. It seems you still have much to learn.
Huh. Is that what you think? Well, I've heard it all before. Mine's as a mirror. Ridiculous. Let me tell you, a painter's mind should be like a sheet of transparent glass. It refracts and transforms the external world, then reconstructs its image inside the painter's brain, rather than simply copying the natural world around us.
Oh, that is an intriguing theory. Odd, perhaps, but not without merit.
You just wait here. I'll show you with one of my recent works.
She seems so full of life.
She reminds me of my sister. Women like her have seen much pain, but they never let it defeat them.
If only her understanding of painting were a bit more profound, I believe we might become good friends.
Perdonatemi, may I ask, what was your name again? You said you are an auditore, see?
Yes. You know about my family?
I thought so. You look so familiar. I'm sure you know your mother, Maria Auditore, funded my father for a time. Father conducted a lot of his research on perspective in lighting. He passed that knowledge on to me.
I see. And you applied that knowledge to your frescoes, huh?
What goes around comes around, right?
Architects, sponsors, painters, artisans, assassins, outsiders. Our identities may differ, but our actions are all deeply interconnected. This apple has never felt so moved by the warmth and power of community.
I heard a lot about your family from Father. He was always very grateful to you.
Mi dispiace. If Mother hadn't cut your funding, perhaps you wouldn't have had to...
Your family helped us more than we could have ever asked for. Your mother once commissioned my father to paint a family portrait. Do you remember?
Family portrait? No, I had no idea.
It was many years ago, and the painting was never finished because of what happened to your family. This is the only draft left, but I believe it should be returned to you. Consider it a token of thanks for delivering this letter all the way from Firenze.
Grazie. This is... Padre, Madre, Federico, Claudia, Petruccio.
This draft captures the younger version of you perfectly. I can vouch for that.
What a lovely family portrait. Even the weather looks lovely. The painter did a great job capturing a wonderful moment.
One of the sweetest of my life.
It is a good life we live, brother. The best. May it never change. And may it never change us.
Oh, why does it say DN already? What about the rest? What's this? LPDF 12, a moment of peace. I could never think of leaving Let that song drift away to Tusk. Wait, what the heck am I doing? This one. Wait, what? Oh, here you go. Picnic blanket. There's food on the picnic blanket, yet no one is around. Perhaps the observation record will tell you what happened. So that's pretty funny. So now we're gonna exit the Animus, I guess. Oh, what's this? Oh, are these bonus stages? LPDF 13 Endless War. Bonus stage. The war goes on and you're not allowed to turn back. Sure.
Stay behind me.
At least just some extra battles. That's pretty interesting. I think is this the first time as well they've done these kind of extra battles? Anyhow, it's super easy.
Wait for the right moment.
Keep calm. Joel, Noble are coming. Colorful clouds, the sign of the Xiangwei.
Liberato dal fratello.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Well, that was easy enough. So 13, 14, 15, and 16 are all extra battles. That's interesting. So the greedy bonus stage. Arrows are always greedy. They are made to pierce through flesh and blood. I mean, we are getting some resources, so that's a good thing.
Which of these darlings shall
And these enemies all seem to be really easy.
Perfectly understood. Is that a fairy?
Into the darkness.
Please, allow me. Joel, Noble are coming. The feast of all feasts.
Liberato dal fratello.
And he's dead because of the counterattack. Holy man, Ezio does so much damage. I'm starting to wonder if it's normal. Okay, moving on to number 15. Triumph of the Hounds, LBDF 15. They chase and bite as ordered, disregarding the wounds on their bodies.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
I've also heard that Poison Ezio is really strong as well, which is rather hilarious because I also know that Willow's rerun is coming. Willow's banner, which is really funny because I want Willow, but
Is that a fairy in the lake?
what the heck? I keep choosing the wrong one. Oops.
Is that a fairy?
Into the darkness.
Yeah, but Willow is getting her rerun banner soon, which is again pretty funny when you have Ezio here, who's a very good stand-in. So I guess in the future, for those who did pull Ezio, maybe the best poison team is Tuesday, Willow, Ezio, and Sotheby or Jessica. Of course, if you don't have Ezio, then it's just Sotheby, Jessica, Willow, and Tuesday. Tuesday is the most important.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
It is pretty funny that just like the rank up team, you know, Marcus Villa, Kakania or Argus or someone else, or maybe even NN Lee plus I didn't read that, hold on. Plus Mercuria. You have Plant Arcanist, and then you have one random Spirit Arcanist there. LPDF 16, the Elysium bonus stage, he grants the Shining Grace to whoever he wants. This is a bit difficult, slightly more difficult because it's inside tree. Oh, it's Alberto again.
I'll keep us safe.
He's probably the boss raid, isn't he? This is gonna be fun. This boss is it's a bit whack though. It gives you an extra AP, which is really good. Anyhow.
Perfectly understood. Is that a fairy in the liquor? A pot of...
Wait for the right moment.
Keep calm. Joel, Noble are coming.
no, I'm getting a call. Uh-oh. Okay, a very interesting call I just had. Anyway, time to whoop his ass. Okay, well done. This one.
Is that a fairy in the lake?
No, I should not do that.
Is that a...
Into the darkness.
Oh. Yeah, I really don't know why this boss is so generous to give us an extra AP point. That is pretty nice, honestly. Just wasn't expecting it. Kind of funny though.
It will be over before you feel it.
Feel my dark embrace.
Okay, here's the one more shield for us to break through. Now let's show him what we're made of. Wait, where's the... Oh. Okay.
Perfectly understood.
No, this one. Actually, can I reorganize this a little bit? I want to beat his ass.
Perfectly understood. A part of... Is that a fairy in...
Wait for the right moment.
Oh yeah, one more.
Into the darkness.
Please, allow me. Joyu, nobler common. Colorful clouds, the sign of the Xiangwei. Give them a warm welcome.
Okay, phase 2, Alberto. It's pretty easy. Wow, the music is loud. It's grand.
Dalla paura. Non voltarti indietro.
Joyu, nobler common.
What should we do next? Should we just use the ultimate? Yeah, sure, why not?
A pot of liquor amidst... Shall I, master? This part should do.
Wait for the right moment. You see it coming.
Oh my god, what was that? What the hell was that damage? Okay. Okay. We have completed number 16, which is the last one. Oh, we can also go into Ezio's personal store. What is... Hello? Oh, begin. In Into the Shadows, we will experience Ezio's life as an assassin. There are different types of tasks on the map. Complete them to gain florins, which you can spend to renovate your villa and upgrade your assassins. This is going to be... I don't care about this. Let's collect my rewards. Very nice rewards. Again, I highly recommend everyone come to this. Buy the signature side cube, of course. And if you want extra pulls, just get 2 free pulls here. And also all these items, because they're kind of difficult to farm. Anyway, that is it for all the main event parts. Yeah, see, you say main event. Where was that? What was that? I thought I saw something. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Beneath the cathedral, it is only natural for an unknown creature to be kept in the basement of the cathedral. Follow it. Don't move, Mr. Leonardo. There's a nightmare lying on your shoulder. It's dangerous. Nonsense. I didn't hire any model called Nightmare. I should be mistaken then. That could be an underdeveloped Sakarath. Look, it's greeting me. La Volpe. You two can barely stand. Oh, this was the probably their ally. Or they must have been high on something. Yeah, they were definitely high on something. I'm also not going to read this anymore because I'm lazy. Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah, they're definitely high on something. Anyway, this was it. This is going to be it for the main event part 1, of course. This is just Ezio's story. Very soon enough, we will have Kassandra's story as well. Don't know what it's going to look like. Probably going to be just as high quality as this. Because Reverse 99 doesn't really... Ubisoft does not disappoint with their stories. But yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. And I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. It definitely is very respectful and very loving of the source material and Ezio's legacy. Anyway, as I said, I will see you guys all for the next part where we go and where we go and play Kassandra's story event next. So see you around, bye bye, and this has been Minleaf, YouTube's most skillish gamer, wishing my fellow assassins and fellow timekeepers to stay well and stay safe out there. Bye bye.